the price level that XRP is right now is truly like something we've never seen before. So XRP White House crypto update, whales be whaling. So this is very, very good news that we are seeing from the White House, basically. We've been waiting for this for some time.
Now, before we get into crypto news, you know the deal. You as a viewer matter most, so I share your comments. I pick them randomly throughout the day. That way, whether you're first, last, or in the middle, 117,880.
So yeah, XRP down 2%. Again, still, my analysis is it's not going to go below $3 unless we get really bad news. That's why I'm calling price crashes. And again, a lot of people flame me for it, but I've been usually very correct, and I like to talk stuff I'm correct about. I don't talk about random meme coins, but who knows? I could be totally wrong. The thing I'm still bullish on here, however, is they're buying in billions.
BTC, after a $2.52 billion IPO. Yeah, you heard me correctly. No little mini purchase here. 21,000 BTC, an average price of 117,000, using the proceeds from its 2.
Yeah, so they're buying at all-time high. Who's going to buy all this XRP? We already saw 20 million buy from XRP Treasury. So the XRP Treasury is just becoming the new big thing, and we're just waiting for the next Michael Saylor. If you're new to crypto and don't know who Michael Saylor is, he has been buying big supply of Bitcoin, but we are waiting for the big whales to enter in XRP. So XRP White House crypto update, whales be whaling.
0.52 billion IPO of Series A perpetual stretch preferred stock. Okay, so they issued more stock, okay? This stock's a little bit different. It's under the symbol STRC, but they bought a ton of it. Basically,
yeah, so this is definitely bullish for me. They believe that Bitcoin is going to 1 billion or 1 million. Why do I keep saying the wrong numbers? But the good thing is right now, XRP wants to take over its place, right? The crypto policy is what's been the big thing and promised from the US government to XRP.
One big event today.
The list of cryptos they will hold. Now, that's what the one thing they didn't announce. And we're going to be looking, maybe we're going to be getting more info on this in September. Maybe we're going to be getting more info on this next week. We're going to wait on the US government on why this hasn't happened yet.
The FOMC meeting, which we're doing a live stream about. What's the other one? The White House is set to unveil their closely watched crypto policy report. Yeah, remember?
So yeah, this is the big thing. In line with Trump's January executive order, it will lay out what rules and laws should be enacted to advance the policy goals of the pro-crypto White House. Have you ever had a US government being pro-crypto? No, it was always regulated. This is why I feel like the sky is the limit right now for crypto. We have never seen crypto prices doing as well as right now. This is the big thing that we are seeing in crypto. It's literally exploding as much as you want. It is going sky high, guys, because we have never seen a government that says crypto, yeah, green light, let's go, right? We always saw crypto, we got to regulate it, we got to tax it, we got to destroy it, and then we're going to give you what's left of crypto markets. No, we literally are seeing a 180, and when Trump came in day one, his crypto promises were, we are going to make Bitcoin, we're going to make Ethereum, we're going to make AI great again, we're going to make all these trending new types big again, and US is going to be the crypto hub. It's not going to be any other country. Billions of people will, have crypto around the world. That's what was promised.
All the way in the beginning of Trump's tenure this time around, he was like, yo, I got expectations at the 30-day mark, the 90, the 150, the 180-day. Well, guess what, everyone? One of them is due today. Wednesday's report is a culmination of the task force's work so far and its first public findings. In line with Trump's January executive order, it will lay out what rules and laws should be enacted to advance the policy.
So yeah, crypto government bills are literally what saved crypto at this point. It wouldn't be saved otherwise. It would be literally, Bitcoin would be at $10,000 if not for this. Because we saw FTX drop, we saw Terra Luna Classic drop. Now look, XRP getting regulated, but in a good way. in a way that will work with the US government.
Goals of the pro-crypto White House. This is big. This is the juice. Also, rumor has it they're going to be talking about the strategic reserve. Remember, XRP, Sol, and ADA were mentioned along with BTC and ETH. Those include making sure that the SEC has a framework in place for firms to offer blockchain-based stocks and bonds, according to one person familiar with the discussions.
It could very likely be that the next big thing is that the crypto bill is going to be its own thing. So the crypto bill we are asking for could be basically becoming a very, very huge part of the next announcement. Maybe it's really big bill that they cannot just want to talk about it in a single document. Maybe they want to make another document for it. The Powell is starting in about 30 minutes.
The report is also expected to discuss the administration's wish list for legislation Congress is currently debating. Remember, we've got the Clarity Act and the Senate's own version of that going on. The working group led by Trump official Bo Hines is composed of several administration officials, including Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, SEC Chair Paul Atkins, who keeps delaying shit under his watch, and the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, Russell Vought. While there have been regulatory regimes in place that may have been piecemeal or have allowed the industry to grow in certain ways, the recommendations that we expect to see in the report will be a good roadmap for how to build crypto as a continued important part of the economy going forward. If they announce anything in terms of strategic reserves and XRP is mentioned,
yeah, XRP needs to be mentioned because it's literally working with banks. It's one of the big players out there. So yeah, it is happening in my opinion. XRP going to be mentioned could literally pump it to $5. XRP futures to cover 500 tokens per contract. Again, XRP is still going for updates. It doesn't care. It's still hitting those numbers.
Back. Coinbase to launch Nano XRP and Solana futures on.
What the heck is Nano? But seems like it's good because there's another partnership. Our cash settle 5-year contracts with monthly listings and will expire in December 2030. So again, they listed XRP because it has so much trading volume.
August 18th. So think of like the big basket ones. This is the little basket ones. These are for the big money people out there that don't want to spend a lot. You want to see how small this is? Listen to this. XRP futures to cover 500 tokens per contract. That's it. That's like $1,500. That's like chump change.
So this is more like they just opened futures trading for retail users. So it's going to get cheaper and cheaper because they know XRP is going to get more and more expensive to trade. And track the spot price of XRP via funding rate system aligned with the live market. Again, this is the crazy part here. Is they're literally making more ways for people to buy XRP much easier. This was the hardest part of crypto of 2021. How do you actually buy crypto? And here we're seeing how this is improving.
For these people out there. Coinbase's new Nano XRP perps will allow traders to take positions in increments of 500 XRP, offering a more accessible route to crypto futures trading for all retail users. Okay. Whatever, all right? One size fits all. No, you need different sizes.
So yeah, for traders out there, this is definitely good news. For anyone buying new XRP, good news overall. So look at that. What we're seeing here right now is still big institutions buying. Look at these charts. 219 million coming in, 769 Bitcoin. And once ETFs come for XRP, you're also going to be seeing XRP here.
Big weeks that happened a little bit ago, and now it's slowing down.
At 3:30, yeah.
Because they want to see what the direction from the Fed is. They understand pausing today, but they want to know, are you going to cut in September? Are you planning on cutting twice this year? Or are you only going to cut once this year, and then players are going to wait until next year to start?
I feel like a cut is still going to pump the crypto market. Not as much as 2 cuts, but do we really need to artificially pump the market right now? That's the thing. Powell doesn't think so. It's already pumping with or without. Even if we get 1 cut, it's nice. But crypto markets right now, they don't need artificial cuts. We don't need to cause a recession. Again, these cuts are basically deciding if we're going to be entering a recession or not. But it's already blowing up at this point. So why do 2 cuts? Just do 1 in September, right? But we're going to be seeing in like 1 hour. People say Powell already said. Powell didn't say anything yet. Maybe by the time the video is out, yeah. But right now, we're still waiting, right? And 95% of people said no cuts anyway. So nothing changes. It's not going to be extremely bullish, but it's going to be very nice to see at least one cut this year.
Putting their money in. Speaking of money, we're going to talk XRP price action. Volume right now for XRP is sitting at 5.66 billion. Not bad. We are holding above that $3 mark, which is a strong look at the 7-day. That tells us exactly what we need to see. Zoom out to the 1 month, and you're like, okay, I'm still cool with this. And it's a big test for XRP today with the meeting and with what? The White House's findings. Like I said, Jerome talks dovish, really juicy, starts talking about 2 cuts this year, says something along the lines of, oh, we're going to be changing up our policy, it's time to pivot, something like that. Market will go green.
So why are the whales still buying at $3? Makes you think, right? They're bullish that this price will reach even higher. They're literally buying at very small prices.
He talks about 2 rate cuts this year, market will go green. XRP Strategic Reserve mentioned market will go green. So lots of pivotal information.
There's tons of good news that we don't even expect yet. Again, crypto government is pro-crypto. So we are going to be seeing more and more and more positive updates, not just this rate cut.
Coming out today, live stream later today. Join us because the chat's always late. It's a lot of fun. Jerome Powell's going to be on the mic at 2:30, so it's going to be open comments, questions from y'all from 2 to 2:30, and then we're going to listen to Jerome Powell. We'll do a little conclusion at the end,
Washington.
and wrap it up in a pretty little bow. So it appears we got a little bit of a sell-off going on, a little one, nothing too crazy. All of this in anticipation.
So yeah, it literally starts in 2 hours, and that's the big news that we have right now is this will change crypto forever.
Of Jerome Powell being hawkish. But like I said, if he's dovish, that red turns into green. And then I'm going to change my lights in the background for what? To match the green on the screen. Now, if the Trump report on crypto today is a big nothing burger, I'm going to be pissed. Because honestly, in March, he tweeted,
what sucks is they constantly trading in the dark pools of all big purchases of XRP, no price movement from it. There is price movement. There's also whales selling, right? So if big whales buy, usually sometimes whales sell to take the profit and buy at a lower pace. Until we get like a pivotal moment, it really explodes in that sense.
About XRP.
So you can literally wait. You can buy it when it's super dipped, wait for it to double, bam, sell everything. That's what happened at 366.
He sold an ADA Strategic Reserve. Since then, we haven't heard jack shit Ola. So maybe we
could be hearing it, this week, next week. I'm definitely thinking we're gonna at least hear an explanation. It was promised. You can't just say no crypto bill at all. It's gonna happen, guys. But the question is, when? When is this gonna be mentioned, and how much will it pump? I definitely think it's gonna be the big news, probably the biggest for crypto in 2025, in my opinion. This is the big government factor we have been waiting for, right?
Something today. If not,
it's not a nothing burger. It's literally the U.S. government buying crypto for the first time and holding it. And this is gonna be supply forever gone. They said XRP, they said Ethereum, they said Bitcoin, they said all these prices, and then they cannot back off.
And it's a bunch of Steve Roken. Yeah. Then what? Then it's gonna be what? Over-promising and under-delivering. Then what the hell was the point of a 180-day exploratory thing? Yeah, I know. But we'll see what happens. The other big...
So yeah, 180 days, they were exploring crypto. They were waiting this update for 180 days. But again, I don't think it's over. I feel like that the crypto bill to buy XRP and to buy Bitcoin is going to take time. It's definitely going to take time. All this regulation is not so simple. It's not easy as just the government saying, okay, we're going to buy. They have to prepare it. They probably have to hear from the Senate as well. So that is something you have to consider. But XRP all in 100%,